to Charging Ahead with Utilicast, the podcast where we deep dive into the dynamic world of energy, technology, and the innovative solutions that make our world a better place. I'm your host, Trent, and today we'll be discussing solution architecture, one of Utilicast's largest and fastest growing solution offerings. In direct support of our vision to be the utility industry's most trusted delivery partner, we have developed a solution that brings together the best people with a proven approach to help improve the quality and timeliness of critical IT projects. Our solution architecture, as a service offering, provides our clients with the expertise and structure to define projects in the early stages and deliver according to a proven approach. Today, we'll meet with Eamonn McCormick. Our architecture services lead, Eamonn, isn't just your average IT guy. He's a high-energy, inspirational force with a proven track record of creating robust, cost-effective solutions. He's a master collaborator who knows how to deliver tangible results to customers all around. Eamonn, how can solution architecture help a project achieve better definition and execution, leading to higher value for the customer?
Well, I think, Trent, the key word there is value. Solution architecture is a service, and what its goal is to help you translate the strategy you have for your project program or indeed enterprise strategy into action. And that's why I think solution architecture, you should see it as a service, and primarily the whole point of solution architecture is to drive value. So one of the biggest problems we have is translating strategy into action. And to translate strategy into action, you've got to have a blueprint. And that's what really enterprise or solution architecture is all about, is creating a blueprint for your project so you know where you're going.
How does Utilicast plan to package and deliver solution architecture services in a more standardized and reusable way?
The thing that makes Utilicast stand out is that we have professionals, SMEs, that understand the content, understand the industry. And I think that's the number one precursor, is you've got to know the space. While having knowledge of the techniques of enterprise architecture, of course, is valuable as well. TOGAF, Archimate, ITIL, TBM, all of the acronyms, we have that as well. But I think what makes us different is the fact that we got the subject matter expertise as well. Nobody in the architecture practice, for example, has less than like 15 to 20 years of real in the ground doing things in the utility industry. And frankly, not to be honest, practice beats theory in the utility industry. You've got to have the practical knowledge of how to translate projects and programs into executable architectures. And that's why we really think we're different, is we bring the subject matter expertise to the table, and we bring the reusable TOGAF, all of the usual acronyms. But that's where we stand out, is that we're really kind of experts here.
Can you deliver any potential challenges that might be faced in adopting solution architecture practices?
And I think this gets back to the crucial point. Well, solution architecture adds value, and it's a service. It really shines when you're in a time of change. And I think it was totally, you don't need solution architecture necessarily when you're making tweaks to the existing architectures. And frankly, architecture exists whether you know it or not, it's just inherited. So what really makes this time different to all other times is the rate of change and the fact that we really we aren't as sure about where we're going. And solution architecture really has kind of a must-have. And what that means is that we need to learn new skills. There's a big change management aspect, because rather than relying on what we know from the past, we really need to start thinking about what we need in the future. So I would say if our biggest challenge is, it's convincing people that, look, what we did in the past was great, it got us to where we are, but really you need to be more focused, and you need to focus in your skills, and you need to really know where you're going these days, because so many variables and so much is changing. So while the past is a good indicator of the future, it's not a great one when you have so much changing. So solution architecture is all about getting to better solutions, and we need new solutions.
How can we assess the maturity of existing solution architecture practices within a client organization?
Our experience is that you really have to kind of lean into it with customers. and say, look, you need to create an enterprise architecture, you need to create solution architectures, but we also need to get points on the board ASAP. So you have to kind of walk this line of putting points on the board while also building a new muscle or capability within the enterprise. So I would say that most utilities wouldn't rank solution architecture as a core capability today. I think it's a core capability that they need to develop. It's a new muscle. And that while some of our customers are quite mature, the majority of our customers are still, in the early stages of adoption, which is why we mix two kind of key aspects. One of those aspects is, getting the work done, focusing on putting points on the board, solving real problems, and at the same time, building the capability to do it yourself going forward and developing that kind of muscle, if you know what I'm saying. Because we see it as a core competence for our customers that we need to help them build versus forever consulting for consultants.
Thank you, Eamonn, for not shying away from the big challenges and continuing to forge strong relationships across all levels of the utility sector. And thank you for tuning in to Charging Ahead with Utilicast. We'll see you again soon.